Oh. So like proper micro switches and everything. And everything free hanging. So basically, if I... So the idea is I have this UART. The UART says the UART takes the 100 megahertz clock, divides it down to 150, 200, and transmits data. And if I tell it, okay, let's transmit some dots. I believe that's a dot. And the dots are always valid. And I write this down, then, oh no, not dots, that's dashes, but yes. So it will dump dashes at maximum speed. So, but dashes are not that useful. So I want to have data, and the data comes from another clock domain. So I have this dual clock FIFO that says, okay, I have a write clock that is in the 125 megahertz clock domain from the from the PHY. And that uses the 100 megahertz clock domain, same as the UART to read out. Yes, Auf Wiedersehen is the correct way, indeed. It's, the literal translation would be two seeing each other again. So it's like a toast to seeing each other again. I mean, depending on people's mood.
You all know UPN. UPN has just scooped up the hottest game show in Germany. Listen to this. Contestants have to arrange items on a dresser at right angles. And, well, it seems to really appeal to the German sensibility. It's a huge hit in that country. It's called Stackenblocken.
Yeah, Stackenblocken is brilliant. No, it's not proper German, by the way. But it was a running gag for us quite a while, for quite some time, because the concept of orienting things at right angles is indeed appealing. Yes, but yeah, the German is not that different from English. I mean, it's basically the same grammar. Things you have to get used to a bit is that you still have a distinction between formal and informal speech, where English is always formal. That's so there is still a difference between you and thou, basically. And other than that, the grammar is really is pretty much similar. Even the aspect where you can be singular and plural in formal speech, that's exactly the same in German, for example. The other thing you just have to get used to is that is gender markers on everything. Every noun, every adjective has gender markers, and you have to learn the grammatical gender of every noun. And yeah, if you speak English, it's fairly easy. It's mainly learning vocabulary and making sure that while learning the vocabulary, you also learn the grammatical gender of everything, which makes no sense and is different from the grammatical gender of the same things in French, which also makes no sense. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, English is heavily influenced by German, so. But yeah, if you've been to a Renaissance fair and then you see pretty much the same grammatical constructs used, like thou hast is the basic German grammar, like okay, where you have a special form for to have. That is conjugated because you're addressing someone, and you have different forms for addressing someone and for speaking about someone and so on. So it's really the same thing. So basically, remnants of this still exist in English. Other than that, there's nothing special, really. So, yeah, my goal for here is this dual clock FIFO is supposed to take data from this clock domain to this clock domain. And specifically this data, whenever it gets valid data, so what happens if we force the valid bit to 1? Nothing. So nothing comes out. So the ready bit here is set to 1, which is not entirely correct, but good enough. Aceman, I'm not sure which platform Aceman is on. He does Amiga music, apparently. I'm not sure if he exclusively does Amiga. Yeah, also there's Atari. Sometimes executable music on Windows, apparently. Game Boy music. NES music. Mega Drive music. ZX Spectrum Enhanced. Yeah, the samples, I mean, a lot of the samples are from the ST something sample discs. So there's the SD00, which is famous. Yeah, there's the Soundtracker sample packs. And a lot of these will be really famous. What if we fill this with a counter? Moin Mario. Yeah. Okay, still nothing. That is annoying. But I just remembered I have a test bench for the top level. Ah, this one doesn't work. Okay, nothing comes out here. Why? Okay, tricks. Data is undefined. Why? Okay, counter here doesn't do anything. Probably because test bench doesn't work. Yes. Moin Lixo. Okay, rate control FIFA. Okay,